We'll be right back after this.
Hello?
Hey!
Jason, I really miss you.
Me too. That's why I'm calling you on my new Wiz wireless camera phone. Hey, I just sent your phone a picture. Check it out.
What's that?
My junk.
Connect. Live now. This is the moment. With Wiz Wireless, you can take pictures of yourself aroused and send it to friends. Play with your ringtones. Take a pic of your boss changing at the gym. Avoid people and save time by tapping out text messages that take 20 times longer than if you called. It's the incredibly lonely, passive-aggressive future of Wiz Wireless.
Can you see my junk now? Good.
Wiz Wireless.
And now for something completely different.
So that's why I never liked family gatherings, because guess what? All of that serves to explain why. I don't know. I had a lot of good toys when I was a kid, but the best toy was always something you can get on your own, like a cardboard box. If you're 5 years old, you get one of those big boxes, comes from a refrigerator. When you're 5, that's the closest you're going to come to having your own apartment. You crawl in, you cut a little hole for the window. Mom, Dad, you must come over sometime, really. I'm so convenient to where you live. It's the Frigidaire building, apartment 1. The entrance is right around the front. I played with toys. Had a yo-yo, which was interesting. I don't know if you know, the yo-yo was originally a weapon invented in the Philippines. I'm not making that up. They really did. I don't know how they used it as a weapon. I think that's kind of interesting, though, that nations warring with yo-yos. I don't know how they accomplished it. Planes flying low over enemy villages. They lean out the door. Hey, I think I got the chief. Enemy tribes on the ground, you know, that really hurt. Why are they doing this? Yo-yo crime in the city. All right, buddy, up against the wall. I got a Dunkin' Butterfly in my pocket. One false move, I rock the baby right here. Don't make me go around the world. Speaking of armies, the Swiss have an interesting army. 500 years without a war. Pretty impressive, also pretty lucky for them. You ever see that little Swiss army knife they have to fight with? Not much of a weapon there. Corkscrews, bottle openers, come on buddy, let's go. You get past me, the guy in back of me's got a spoon. Back off, pal, I got the toe clippers right here. I'll clip that pinky toe down and up it. Fathers have, you know, very specific things that they like to do. And one of their favorite things, I think, is to move heavy furniture. You know, they pretend that they hate this when they get the job. When they hear that something very heavy has to be moved, they pretend, oh, but they love it. They do love it because they're in charge of this whole tremendously complex thing. The fathers love to say, come on, give me a hand with this. You want to give me a hand? Something very, very heavy. Give me a hand with this. My father never moves a sofa unless he's got a cigarette in his mouth, burned down to a quarter of an inch long. The smoke goes right in the eye. I don't know why. This is how he likes to move things. Have you got your in there? I can't see anything. Because you want your eyes blinking and tearing when you're going backwards down a staircase holding a couch. That's the easy way to do it, isn't it? That's his other big advice to me, easy. I don't know what the hell that means. Every time we lift up something heavy, he goes, easy now, take it easy, easy, easy. It's not easy, it's very difficult. Okay? You want easy, leave it here in the hallway. That's easy. If we're going to move it, it's very difficult. Why don't you say what you mean when you pick it up? Just go, difficult, difficult, it's very difficult. This is very difficult. This really hurts and it's difficult. And I don't like doing this. It's impossible. Put it down, impossible, impossible, impossible. You can't move that. That other part that gets me is the head fake when you've got the sofa in the air. They wait until you've got it up. Then they explain the complex maneuver up the stair and around through the doorway, right? It's like, all right, angle it up now, bring it back. The way you got it, it's never going to go. It's got to come back, and then over, and then around, and then bring it up. Angle it in, corkscrew, then up and then back on an opposite obtuse angle, more back to the other way. Put it down now, wait a minute, I'm not getting enough smoke in the eye, hold it, no. No, the cigarette is out, I'm losing smoke here. Let me go start up the car, I'll stare into the exhaust pipe for about 30 minutes. I want to get that eyeball like a radish, that's what I like. I like to be completely blind and move heavy furniture. That's what I really, really like. Furniture, what else do dads like? They like car trunks. You ever try and help your father pack the trunk? Dad, where does this go? Just set it down right there. It goes in some special way that only I understand. No one could help him. Aliens could come from other galaxies to help him. He would go, would you all just let me do this, please? I know what I'm doing here. Dad, they're from another galaxy. I think they know how to travel. Not with your mother, they don't. Just get the rest of the stuff and let me handle it here. The thermostat is another big dad area. I don't think I touched the thermostat till I was about 28 years old, actually. He had me so freaked out about it. You know, just, don't touch it, don't touch it. What the hell is it? I was in a hotel room when I finally got up the guts to just move it a little bit. The whole night I was afraid he was going to burst in the door. Who touched the thermostat in here? You know, I set it there for a reason. What is the secret reason of the thermostat? I waited my whole life to find out. Finally, one day he did. He sat me down. He told me this whole story, the sperm, the egg, intercourse. I said, Dad, who cares? Get to the part where the thermostat comes in.
We'll be right back after this.
Meanwhile, in South Bohan, one resident is doing everything he can to make a difference. Manny Escuela was speaking to our reporter.
Yo, what's up? I just want to say, community's got to take pride in what they do, man. And that's what my project and the movie being made about my project is all about. It's like hip-hop back when we invented that shit, before it went all commercial and shit, when it was a couple of street cats and a block party and stuff, you know? That's what we doing now, taking the community over for the community and stuff, and filming me while I make a difference, man, you know? It's real. It's gonna be right, tight, man. Respect.
Good luck to him. In entertainment news, it's back to the early part of the decade for one formerly famous Liberty City shock jock. Laszlo, who used to host long-defunct radio station Chatterbox, is trying to relaunch himself over the Liberty City airways with a new show. He's still trying to raise funding for the venture. He spoke to reporter Eric House.
Eric, it's Radio 2.0. You can even say it's Radio 3.14. I mean, kind of like how I stretch on to infinity, like pi. I mean, the internet had Web 2.0, so now the radio's gonna have Laszlo 2.0.
What does that mean?
Look, I'm not being vague. It just sounded good.
In Broker, on Eric House, Weasel News.
Get back to pressing issues.
That's Pressing Issues here on VCPR, Vice City Public Radio. If you haven't given money to VCPR and you're listening to the station, you are a thief.
That's right, Michelle. You might as well throw a brick through the window and loot the place. How selfish you people are. This is public radio, serving the public with everything that is important, like me. So come on, keep us on air. It's really important.
Send us your money. I'm going to say this over and over until you do.
Yes, Michelle is known for her begathon tantrums. She cares about this station, unlike you. Think of how much money you spend on drive-through fast food and commemorative plates. Take that money right now and send it direct to me, Jonathan Freeloader, Starfish Island, Vice City. Now, back to the show. With Maurice Chavez, the asshole.
You're correct. He is an asshole.
I'm Maurice Chavez. Welcome back. I used to be a performance clown. Now I'm running a debate show. Funny how things turn out, eh? Or is it? That's the question, you see. If we look upon life as a positive experience, do we make it any better? That's what we're discussing right now here on Pressing Issues. Free radio with free ideas. Just keep those donations pouring in. Don't sell out to corporations. We all need a voice. Really, we do. And today, right now, we're giving a voice to three very different people discussing positive thinking, a healthy mental attitude. We've got a goth depressive, we've got a very happy orphan, and we've got a motivational speaker with a number of systems. So let's start with you, Konstantinos, you strange, creepy creature of darkness. Have you got a positive mental attitude?
I like to think so.
Oh, really?
Misery and suffering, it's everywhere, man. And I actively want a fatal disease. What bad can possibly happen to me?
You could win the lottery.
The lottery? That's for people with hope. I don't enter the lottery.
You could. Damn, you two, help me here.
I think he's great. I think he's really sweet. I love your hair. It reminds me of a big shaggy dog with long greasy straight hair.
You know, Chavez, this weird goth guy, he's got a point. I mean, in many ways, what he's talking about is covered in my 3-step program, Tape 17. Motivate, demonstrate, then motivate again, Part 9. Facing home truths. You see, we all have to face up to a few home truths. I'll never be prom queen. Jenny will never have her parents. You'll never make it in the entertainment business. It's about realistic goals. I can change your life.
Just a second, Robot. What isn't covered in your 3-step program? What don't you talk about in your Library of Congress-sized tape cassette library? Whatever we talk about, grief, goths, depression, changing lives. Who are you? What have you done that's so great? You wear a cheap suit. Your hair is stuck rigid with spray. Your breath stinks of whiskey. You look like you sell drugs to people. You're a joke, buddy, a bad joke.
Oh, now this is getting personal. I come on your cheap-ass show, I spare my valuable time, I cancel several important speaking engagements, I talk to thousands of VIPs in order to spread a message of hope. And this is how I get treated. I get insulted by a man with dandruff, I get slandered by a guy who couldn't amuse a birthday party of 9-year-olds, I get attacked by a guy who works on a volunteer radio.
This is not volunteer radio. I earn a salary.
How much? How much do you earn, Chavez, big man, tough guy with a microphone and a cheap jacket, and a look that says my highest hope in life is to work in a bookstore? I'm a go-getter. You're a cheapskate.
You're a fraud with nothing to tell people, and no way of helping people.
Excellent. I'm really loving this. I hope one of them gets killed.
Shut up, dork.
All the bunnies are stabbing each other.
Shut up. I have a condo, I have a hot tub, I vacation in Aruba.
Vacation is not a verb, moron.
Yes, it is, because I'm a VIP. I'm very important. And I'm a teacher, a wise man, not an opinionated dolt, a naysayer sitting on the side of life criticizing others while all he can do is get a crappy gig down at a moron station. A man who lives with his mother.
I'm between apartments.
And I'm between mansions, Buster, from helping people. Do you know how good it feels to be me? Do you have any idea at all how great it feels to wake up and realize you're a rich and talented, important person and in a waterbed with mirrors on the ceiling and more girls than you can imagine? And every time I step outside the door, I can choose which car to drive. If I choose to drive, I have 5 chauffeurs.
No, you haven't. Take a break. We'll be right back after this important information from Vice City Public Radio.